Welcome back to OC Outdoorsman. Well, I decided to make a quick trip out here to Irvine Lake because I heard that they stocked earlier in the week, but it's right now after 12 noon, so I got here super late. But just thought last minute to cast out a line, see what's biting out here. It's only $5 to park, and there's no other fishing fees, so I thought, what the heck, why not test the waters today? So I have one line cast out with power bait, but there are quite a few fishermen. It is a Friday, and then yeah, for a weekday there are quite a few people here. I think it is the first stocking of the season, so a lot of fishermen here, but super slow. Alright, I'm gonna try jigging mice tails for a little bit. See how we do out here. Take care, good luck. Bye. By now it was well after 1 p.m. and turns out the guys next to me weren't catching anything at all, and they'd gotten here really early. So after it was just about an hour, I decided to head back. My goal today was just to see how long it would take me to make it from the parking lot to the main fishing spot on a bike, and I did it in well under 10 minutes, maybe 7 at the most. But next time I return, I'll definitely be using this mountain bike, and I will get here much earlier. So let's speed up the footage as I head back to my truck. Welcome back to OC Outdoorsman. It is a little after 7 a.m. and I'm here at Mile Square Park. As you can see, it's a bit overcast. It's 55 degrees. Just a few people fishing right now along the shoreline, but I have high hopes. I have 2 lines out already, and as you can see, I took the mountain bike again. Makes checking out or traversing to the different fishing spots a lot easier, faster. So let's see how it goes. So if you're using a pre-made mice tail like this, I find that the best way to get these things to sit on your hook is to detach the head from the power worm, so the egg. So you just take that off, put the egg onto this. Okay, this is a number 8 mosquito hook. So you feed the egg through first. Towards the eye of the hook. Then you feed the power worm right behind it, like this. So you're in a sense reattaching it to the egg, and look at how well exposed that hook is. You then dip it in some garlic scent. And you could either have it sit out there, because this will float, or you jig it. I've been getting the best. It seems like they're most active when you jig this mice tail in the water. I like to see movement. That's really it. And it's set up on a Carolina rig. Fish on. It's a bass. It's a largemouth bass. Man, you're almost the same size as my mice tail. How about that? You can catch bass on a mice tail. After so many casts, you always want to double check to make sure that that mouse tail is floating. As you can see here, mine is still good. Because after casting out so many times, these mice tails, they tend to lose their buoyancy. So always double check that after every cast and retrieve. Because it's so early in the morning, I'm just casting super close to the shoreline. It's still cold enough, the water right now, that the trout will be hanging in tight and close to the shoreline. So they're in the shallows right now. Fish number one on the mouse tail. Looks like a nice male. Beautiful fish. On the mouse tail. I'm gonna let him go. Starting off the day right. So again, when you catch a fish or whenever you get a strike, always check your mouse tail. Readjust the power egg and the worm. Make sure the hook is exposed well. And recast. So I spent the entire morning fishing this section of the shoreline. For a Saturday morning after a stock, it was relatively slow, and although there were quite a few fishermen that showed up a bit later, not very many people were catching fish. If you recall, I captured some aerial footage of this lake last year, so this is just a follow-up to the Southern California Lake series, in this case, Mile Square Park. What I did differently this year is I took the drone up to a much higher altitude to give you a better look at this beautiful lake. Enjoy. Well, now it was time for a cigar break. Again, one of the benefits of fishing lakes is the ability to just kick back and relax. And the cool thing is I brought along the mountain bike, so I'm going to take you for a quick ride around Mile Square Park on this bike. Enjoy. So here I begin my ride on Euclid Street. As you know, parking is $5 if you go inside of the park, but there's free parking all around the lake. And Euclid Street is the closest one to the main lake, so this is where I started my ride. So here's a summary of my trip around this park. You'll see that I start off at the lake, I go up Euclid, on towards Edinger, and then to Brookhurst. I complete the trip around Warner and then back to Euclid. So it's a good 4-mile trip around. I did a total of 5 miles because I went back and forth between the lake and my truck just to get some gear. But it was a great day of fishing, and it's always nice to just hang out at this park. So I'm going to close this video with more aerial shots of this beautiful lake here in Fountain Valley, California. Well, thank you again for watching, and if you enjoy this sort of content, please give this video a thumbs up. Thanks again.